the seeming dualities within, and to be able to indwell that Merkaba energy body of light, we are able to undergo that first eye activation, rebirth, transformation, ascension, empowerment, and enlightenment. And so this brings us next to the red and white crown, which is the symbolism of that unification. And that unification is not just taking place geographically in Kemet, it's taking place within our constitution, which is both human and divine. So as we knit ourselves back together again, we undergo this uniting of the North and the South within our own spiritual anatomy. We're able to reclaim the symbol of the red and white crown, which was worn by the Nesubiti. We first talk about this unification with King Namur in the first dynasty, which is occurring 5,660 BCE, but we know there's dynasties that precede Namur, and so he united. So let me just show an image of. Can everybody see that? I don't know if you can see.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's one of our initiates made this for our celebration. Beautiful. And it is this, the red and white crown of the Nesubiti that we speak. So as Haru, we undergo the seating as king and queen upon the throne, as heir of Asur and Aset in the kingdom. This was the role of Haru to become heir again of the kingdom, which is the heaven and earth. Now, so here we have Namur. We see King Namur, and we see the red and white crown. You see,
wow.
This was the uniting. Okay, we see that, but this would then become co-opted into by the Vatican, by the Church, and you see here the Pope donning this red and white hat called the Kemaru or Kemaro. He is donning this at some meeting at the Vatican, and this is a co-opted version of the red and white crown, which would then become the Santa Claus hat worn at Christmas, so-called Christmas.
Blowing my mind, Doc. Blowing my mind. I know some people watching right now that look. If you can't, Stevie Wonder can see this. That's and that's no foul to my brother. But I mean, if you can't see this stolen legacy, then you just need to you can't go back to Africa, because Africa is right here. Ain't no place to go, because the further back you go, the blacker we get, the darker we get, and the more melanin it is. This is blatant thievery. This is grand theft. This is the biggest quote unquote, what Malcolm would say, hoodwink bamboozlement you can ever imagine.
Yes.
And I mean, this is how can you be afraid of anything originally African, because then you have to be afraid of yourself.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And we've been taught to be afraid of things African. You know, wow. This was part of the whole colonization process. So, you know, we can see how there can be the confusing and the conductive, the seductive power operative at the same time. This is what's so potent in what has happened to us, is that confusion, seduction, because this is us. This is us. This crown is us. But what has happened with that Santa Claus hat is it's been deflated, made
commercialized,
impotent,
bastardized.
made impotent.
Yeah.
And so we wonder why we, and I just have to put it in these terms because this is psychological. There's psychological data and evidences that's and experiments that support this. That those Pavlovian experiments where a bell is rung and a dog is fed, and then the bell is rung and the dog begins to salivate, and then the dog is fed and the bell is rung. The food doesn't come, but the dog still salivates.
Mm-hmm.
We are salivating over our symbols,
over our corrupted symbols.
Our corrupted symbols, absent the full information, oftentimes, and grounding in history of what the original symbol is. And
now,
so
this is fascinating because Dr. Obadeshaka,
this hat.
Yeah, Dr. Obadeshaka talks about this.
Take that off. This is what we have to say.
Wow.
If you see your brother or sister walking down the street,
snatch that damn hat off.
Get them a crown. Get them a red and white crown. And this you'll see in our ceremony. The brothers and sisters were wearing a here. I'll show you the audience now.
Please.
This is like a composite of several images of our celebration. I don't know if you can see it, but here we got the brothers, left foot forward, red and right crown, red and right crown. Little children reading the verses from the Per Tim Rule, left foot forward, red and white crown. You see, this was this is Dr. Barry. That from the Museum of African American Artists, where we held this celebration. There's the red and white crown. So it's just, so we have much reparation to do and spiritual prescription to give us. This is medicine. This is our medicine. This is our medicine, and more medicine. Here, look at the red and white crown. This is a crook of a sir.
Oh wow!
You take the symbol of power and you make it into a commercial symbol, and you
despiritualize it, as Dr. Obadeshaka talks about.
Yes.
Yeah. So they take the spirituality out of it. They take the original frequency out of it, and the
original frequency. That's it exactly, and make it a candy cane.
Wow.
And so now this so that now we come to the jet pillar, and so here we see the jet pillar, which has its correspondence with the tamarisk tree, the Christmas tree, the raising of the jet, and this is from the west wall of Osir in the temple of Abtu or Abydos. So there's a raising here of the jet pillar, and so here we see the jet and the Kemetic Christmas tree pictured here together. So this tamarisk, this evergreen, this Christmas tree, they all correspond to the jet pillar, and this tamarisk, this evergreen, this or eureka or sycamore tree, acacia or pine, all correspond with the jet pillar. And the jet pillar is the tamarisk. It is the spinal column of Osir. It is the symbol of stability. And